Elements of a short story. The first one is setting. Setting refers to the time and location where the story takes place. The following are the aspects to consider when examining the setting of the story. Place or geographical location. Where is the action of the story taking place? Time or historical period, time of the day, year, etc. When is it taking place? Weather condition. Is it cloudy, sunny, etc.? Social condition, focusing on the speech, dress, mannerisms, customs, etc. of a particular place. Does the story contain local color or cultural expressions, typically in a setting? What is the daily life of the characters like? And last one, mood or atmosphere. What feeling is conveyed at the start of the story? Is it happy and cheerful or sad and frightening? Example: Maria stared blankly at the sad and dull hospital walls with a heavy sigh. She heard the nurse saying it was all gloomy outside due to a typhoon. Imagining the raindrops fall, her tears started to stream, recalling the voice of the doctor saying she was positive of COVID-19. She felt like drowning on her thoughts. Year 2020 has just started, and what a different welcome she had. She then realized why the government implemented the enhanced community quarantine. With a heavy heart, regretful Maria realized that she should have valued health more than having fun outside. Using the given text, let us identify the setting. Place: the story took place in a hospital. Time: it was the beginning of the year 2020. Weather condition: it was a stormy day. Social condition: it was the time when the government implemented the enhanced community quarantine due to COVID-19. Mood or atmosphere: the story gives a gloomy vibe. The second element, characters. Characters are the beings or the actors in the story. There are different ways on how writers present the characters to the readers. This is through the process called characterization. It is the process by which the author reveals the personality of a character in a story. It is revealed through direct characterization and indirect characterization. Direct characterization shows the readers what personality a character has. Example: the responsible secretary accomplished all her tasks even when her boss is not around. Explanation: the author is directly telling the readers the personality of the secretary. The character is responsible. Indirect characterization shows things that reveal the personality of a character instead of stating it directly. There are 5 different methods of indirect characterization. The acronym TAILS can help you remember these methods. Letter T for thoughts. What is revealed through the character's inner thought and emotions? A. Actions. How does the character behave? What does he or she do? Letter L. Looks. How does the character look like? How does she or he dress? E. Effects. What is revealed through the effects of the character to other characters in the story? How do others feel towards the character's actions? And S. Speech. What does the character say? How does he or she speak? Different types of characters. 1. Dynamic or developing character is someone who changes throughout the story. 2. Flat or static character. A flat character doesn't change much or at all throughout the story. 3. Protagonist or the main character. Main characters are the root of the story and the driving force of the plot. And number 4, antagonist or villain. Opposes the main character. Along with the main character, he is a driving force behind the plot. The third element is plot. Plot is the sequencing of events in a story. It consists of 5 essential parts. The first one is exposition. This is the beginning of the story where the background, characters, and setting of the story are introduced. Next is rising action. This is the action or event that happened before the climax. Third, climax. This is the turning point of the story. This is considered as the most exciting part. The climax makes the readers wonder what will happen next in the story, whether the conflict will be resolved or not. Fourth, falling action. This is the part where events and complications start fall into places. These are the events after the climax that lead to the resolution. The last one, resolution. This is the final outcome in the story. This is when the readers find out what happens in the story after the conflicts have been resolved between the characters. The fourth element is conflict. A conflict is a challenge or a problem around which the plot is based. There are 4 types of conflicts. They are the following: man versus self, conflict that happens inside a character; man versus man, character has conflict with another character; man versus society, protagonist may have different views in a world he lives in; and man versus nature, conflict or struggle with forces of nature such as storm, floods, wild animals, etc. In addition to setting, characters, plot, and conflict, we also have the theme, point of view, style, tone, and mood. Theme: the central idea or argument that the author is trying to make the readers understand. Point of view: who is telling the story, presents the angle of the narrator. Tone: the writer's attitude toward his or her subject or readers, or his way of looking the people, events, and things. Mood: effects or emotions created by the writer's words. Example: mood are sad, depressed, detached, eerie, terrifying, happy, peaceful, etc. And style: word choices, sentence structure, dialogue, metaphor, simile, hyperbole.